It's time to get away. It's time to get away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the Washington Wizards. Washington has not been playing their best basketball. They're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it. Whatever momentum they may have had early in the season has gone away here as we've reached the midway point. And we'll get to see John Wall tonight, the former #1 overall pick out of Kentucky at 6'4", with a 6'9" wingspan, 39-inch vertical. Kenny's got all the physical tools.
He's a one-man fast break. You know, he gets that.
The Pacers look to take charge, and we're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. The Wizards here looking to pick up one game on the road before returning back to Washington. And, of course, Monte Ellis. It's a big game for him playing with his new Pacer teammates for the first time.
And speaking of the trade, I spoke to him earlier, and he's very excited about getting a fresh start with his new team. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level.
And this team takes on an entirely different look when he's on the floor. I mean, you've got to believe it's going to improve them by leaps and bounds.
And now Washington's starting group. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Wall. Here's Beal. Rebounded by Ellis.
First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs, and perhaps last year Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Mavs.
Here's Beal. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Porter kicks to Gortat. Lets it go from 14. That is good. Gortat's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Wizards. Just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Kicks to Hibbert. Porter with the steal. He dishes it to Beal. Wizards passing it around. From 13. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Gortat's got his second bucket of the night.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Screen by Ellis. Ellis with a screen on Wall. Dishes it to Ellis. Shot is off. Now the Wizards take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
They needed to make a few runs, but it just never happened for them. And when you can't string things together, it's tough sledding. It's a tough way to go.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
There's a screen by Gortat. Pacers with the rebound. They went to Washington for the last meeting with the Wizards, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, and last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
Now here's Beal, following the miss by Monte Ellis. The 17-footer. No luck, so Indiana will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover. Just not their best effort.
And I thought perhaps they might get an injection of life from somebody off the bench, but that never happened either.
And Washington has possession. Following the score by Indiana, it's Beal on the wing. And there's the feed to Gortat. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Gortat's got 6.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Ellis against Beal. Ellis the pass to the man. Ball with the steal. Out to the right wing. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for the Mayor. First in rebounding, second in scoring. And don't forget about his hounding, frenetic defensive play. Third in the league in steals per game.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well. I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
Here's the Mayor. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboard, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Now here's Wall. Five on the clock. Takes a 3. Count that one. Wall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Here's the Mayor, covered by Wall. Ellis kicks to Hibbert. Porter against Miller. And counting. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the night. Miller. The Wizards with the lead. All with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
And also 3 steals. So he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Now, here is Gortat. Hibbert pulls it in. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also, was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Here's Wall, following the score by Indiana. Can't make good off the screen.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot. And in the second round, the Wizards continued to be a tough opponent. I mean, they went up 2-1 on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
And that one's good by Porter.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots. And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands. And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if he's able to put up some big numbers.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Beal. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket. Now Beal. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. No good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Young's checked in for Rain Man. Red Hot comes in for Miller. Big Cat is jumped in for Monte Ellis. And it's Red Hot in for the Mayor.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Red Hot the pass to Hibbert. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Red Hot. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Red Hot's got his first 2 points of the night. Wizards trail by 4. To the middle. Dudley dishes to Smart. Here's Gortat. The Pacers pull it in. Here's Big Cat. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Henson's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Artest. Pass to Henson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Mark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Now, here is Gortat. He's got 6. There's a screen by Gortat. And here's McCollum. 5 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. Humphries with the bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Big Cat. He's guarded by McCollum. Stolen by McCollum. Picked by Humphries. McCollum kicks to Humphries. Shoots from 8. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Now just a 1-point Pacer lead. The Pacers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And he can't jam it through. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Sessions checked in for Washington.
And for Chris Humphries, last year was a chance to sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that, with the 4th best record in the East. And Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game.
Now here's McCollum. 17 points in his last outing. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Getting back to Humphries, he was rolling pretty good last season, but a late-season groin injury, Clark, cost him the final 16 games.
Yeah, terribly disappointing for Chris because he had become an important part of that front court rotation. He was up to almost 20 minutes a game before he went down.
There's Red Hot. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Red Hot the pass to Artest. It's Young on the wing. He's guarded by Dudley. Rebounded by Smart.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Sessions, no good. Indiana leading. Screen by Young. The pass to Henson. Artest on the way. Puts one up from 19. Can't get it to go. And Washington the other way now. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Wizards shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Barnes is checked in for Thaddeus Young. Right wing, nobody near Barnes. Sinks the three-pointer. Barnes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Dudley dishes to Sessions. Dudley with a screen for Sessions. And there's the pass to Humphries. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. Second, the Pacers.
Yeah, Kevin, it's been a long month for anybody who plays these guys. I mean, they've been shooting the lights out, and it's been game after game after game.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Dudley, no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Humphries. And Sessions kicks to Humphries. Now here's Smart. Out a lot of room. They can't stop the run with that one. There's Red Hot. A 3-ball. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Indiana out in front, leading by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the spread. You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
Yeah, I was certainly thinking. Well, not really. I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. It is an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anybody can start from that much food and still hoop.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounding. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for them, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
The mayor is out there with us. And it's Rain Man, then it's Miller, and it's Barnes, and it's the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Indiana. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Gortat's checked in. Now here's Ellis. From 18 feet away. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket. Right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Passes it to Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Porter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Washington. Now here's Ellis. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Such a wide open look. And 11 points for Slim.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Wall's shot is off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and Wall's got 5 now.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Miller, the tray. Miller with another miss. Wizards trail by 9. Outside, Wall. Beal gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the circle. Ellis against Porter. From 17 feet out, Ellis can't get it to go. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside, Wall. Hibbert against Nene. Now here's Wall. D right on him. Drills the three-pointer. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
And John Wall, guys, is still one of the most explosive players in the league. His speed makes professional athletes look like they are stuck in mud.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Miller against Porter. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Pacers lead by 8. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. We're talking about Wall's burst. He can go end-to-end in seconds. Clark, you're amazed. You said he's a blur.
Yeah, rack to rack in a nanosecond is what Wall can do. I mean, his speed is something special.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Roy Hibbert. Second in blocks, third in shooting percentage, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you said, one of the best shot blockers in the league. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane.
Now here's Beal looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a screen by Gortat. And Beal kicks to Porter. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. You look at Indiana. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season. And checking out Washington, just way behind.
And you know, for the Wizards, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, you know, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
Now, here's Ellis. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Here's Wall. It's a 10-point game. Nene, the pass to Beal. Here's Porter. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Porter's got 10.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Ellis with a screen on Wall. The Mayor passes to Ellis. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Wizards trail by 10. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Pass to Gortat. Ellis against Beal. That's good.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though. They're going to have to show up.
Here's the Mayor after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And that's now 6 points for Rain Man.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Here's the Mayor. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
The Pacers making a switch here. Young's checked in. Now here's Wall. He's got 8. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal from long range. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter. The pass to the Mayor. The dish to Miller. All alone. No good off the front iron.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. And fouled hard that time. No, get to the line and shoot two. And the thing great about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener. Does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Wizards trail by 10. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. You take a look at the mayor, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position, and that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
I agree. I mean, their vision, their unselfishness, the connection they have with their teammates. It really adds up to a real wealth of understanding of what to do out there, and it makes them a special group.
Here's Smart. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Here's the mayor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Henson. Rebounded by Smart.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Off the screen. Off the left rim and out. Indiana leading by 10. Outside Artest to the left side wing. Screen by Young. Let out the pass to Young. Rebound, Washington. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Porter with it. 10 points for him. He kicks to Gortat. And here's McCollum for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Henson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Screen by Young. The mayor passes to Young. Humphries with the steal. Smart dishes to Gortat. Feeds to McCollum. Shot to end this cold run. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Hey, guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Big Cat is checked in for Indiana. And a switcher also for Washington. Jared Dudley's checked in for Gortat. While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
Here's McCollum after Indiana gets the 3. Here's Humphries, and he gets the bucket. Humphries has got 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Henson's shot is off.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Dudley. That one off the back iron and out. Pacers leading by 9. Artest left side. Wizards trail by 9. McCollum kicks to Smart. Humphrey sets a pick for Smart, and the call will be against Red Hot. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pacers making a switch here. Barnes is checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Sessions checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Smart misses. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Kicks it to Artest. Baseline jumper. Rebound, Washington.
Well, it seems like they're getting a little fat and sassy here, complacent in the second quarter.
Yeah, we've seen their free throw attempts stagnate, not getting much going on inside. They can't get too comfortable.
Pacers leading by 9. 1:32 left now here in the second. Here's Big Cat. It's a big high bounce and goes in.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now. First in three-point shooting, second in field goal percentage. And they're also ranked number 2 in scoring points in transition. This is a team that really pushes the ball ahead and tries to score before the defense gets set.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much. Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
There's a screen. There's Red Hot. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 5 on the clock. For the 3. No good. Sessions passes to McCollum. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Wizards have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And so McCollum nails both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here's Red Hot. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for. In a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pacers lead by.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 5. Kenny?
One advantage has been their stellar rebounding. I mean, they're putting bodies on people, competing for the ball. It's simple, really. The team with more possessions has more opportunities to score. Wow.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. It's been quite a game for Slim.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance.
It's been done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Washington, the talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. And it's Porter in at the 3. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Nene. Gortat with the steal. And Wall. Here we go now. Here's Porter, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His three uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Miller. The Mayor passes to Young. Here's the Mayor. Porter with the steal. For the lead, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. That goes for sports and life.
And there's the call on the name. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Ellis dishes to Hibbert. And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. Bradley Beal is second.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
Well, when they're shooting the percentages they shoot, I mean, you never want to see these guys passing up an open look from beyond the arc. I mean, they're firmly in the let-it-fly zone. All systems go with them.
And the Mayor gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now Nene. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. And Washington again with the bucket. Pacers trail by 3. Screen by Young. Ellis outside. Thaddeus Young on the wing. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display.
And here is Ellis. He's got 6.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters before the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games from him last season. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Nene, the screen. This is to Humphries. And stolen by Hibbert. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Wizards trail by 4.
Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. It seems like at least half a dozen games for them, he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late.
Here's the Mayor. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Shot's good. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense. And it's right between the paint and the three-point line. And boy, have they been rock solid. And a moment here to look at the numbers for Monta Ellis. Averaging about 22 points per, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Miller's checked in for the Pacers. And good on the basket. Book it.
And for Monta, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants. And very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just one shot remaining.
Kept alive.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Nene, the screen. And Wall kicks to Porter. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Nene. A fader. Miller grabs the miss. Pacers leading by 4. Ellis outside. 13 feet away. Humphries gets the rebound. Humphries has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Nene, the screen. Off the pick. It's Wall with the drive. And he gets the bucket. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's the Mayor, covered by Wall. Ellis with a screen on Wall. The Mayor passes to Ellis. Kept alive. Rain Man. Hibbert trying to free himself up. The shot is off. Washington's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And Beal kicks the Wall. Picked by Humphries to the inside. That's good from Beal on the assist by Wall. Beal. They've got Ellis. Red Hot is out there with Big Cat. Then there's the Mayor, and it's Red Hot in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's Ellis on the way. He's covered by Sessions. That's good. 14 points for Monta Ellis.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's McCollum. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's the screen. Here's the Mayor, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Some changes for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Red Hot, and Rain Man subbed in for Big Cat. And then for Washington, Gortat's checked in for Beal. Nene comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Sessions. Wizards trail by 7. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall attacking. Here's Nene. It's hauled in by Artest. Artest's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
4 on the clock. That's good. That's 10 points for the Mayor.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
And Wall. Here we go now. Gortat dishes to McCollum. Gortat with the screen for McCollum. Now the feed to Nene. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Goes up to the stripe. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
So far in the game for Gortat, he has 12 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
All 3 throws good from Marcin Gortat.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Rain Man, good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he would like. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's up from 7. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. 3-point play chance here. .130 left to play in the final quarter. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Count the bucket.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Here's the mayor. He dishes it to Ellis. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Nene. Rain Man passes to Hibbert. Screened by Ellis. Here's Rain Man. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Rain Man. He's got 10 rebounds, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Big Cat, he's checked in for Red Hot. Here is Wall.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established a position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And so Wall nails both of them. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ellis the pass to the mayor. Here's Big Cat, tries from 10, and he overshot that one, missing. Now here's Wall. Passes to Nene, and that one's good.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
But they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the arm. Don't turn it over.
And a wide open look here for Ellis. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Nene right side. From deep, Wall. No good. So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the double.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris.
Kevin, I'm here with Monte Ellis. Monte, when the coach looks over this tape, how do you think he's going to comment on the team defense you guys played tonight?
It's a lot. It's a lot. a lot that we'll see on the film that, we really don't realize, during the course of the game. But
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful...
Another one. DJ Khaled. Yeah, we taking over. Listen. Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali. Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need I said I get it. If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Black flag, we rich. Yeah.
Listen.
Bounce, it's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. Ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine, that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we did it. Biggie in my city. Please no fit it. Hit them too. The bread and get stupid. Silly. Money that come, run